American Gigolo is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Arrow Video. It can be found as a limited edition available at your online retailers. My introduction into films starring Richard Gere consisted of titles such as An Officer and a Gentleman, and of course, Pretty Woman. I was maybe in my early part of my college run that I first watched American Gigolo. I have to admit, I may not have been in the right point in my life to really enjoy the film, but I found that in my mid-30s, I grew to appreciate it a lot more. I'm still not a big fan of the ending. It just feels like all the creativity from the rest of the film was missing, but it's still an enjoyable drama in its own right. The film may not be one of Richard Gere's most memorable movies, but it is one that if you're a fan of the actor, it's worth checking out. Once again, Arrow Video's limited edition packaging is top-notch. It includes a booklet, a poster, and reversible cover art. I'm a big fan of the limited editions, but just keep in mind there will also be a standard release down the line. American Gigolo on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 1:8:1 with native 4K resolution and supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. As per the specs listed from Arrow Video, this 4K transfer is a result of a restoration from the original negative. Source-wise, the image looks very clean with only a rare blemish spotted, but nothing concerning or intrusive. Arrow Video's bitrate is fairly strong and the overall picture looks stable. As for film grain, it's medium in density but can appear heavier in darker, dimly lit scenes. I don't see grain haters warming up to this particular transfer, but to me is very filmic and nicely cinematic. The film's palette looks right at home with the Dolby Vision grading. There are some interesting lighting choices in the film that benefit from a Dolby Vision push, but the general look of the film is also notably bolder throughout. Primaries look excellent, especially with daytime scenes proving to be very striking. Skin tones lean slightly on the warmer side, and whites are very stable and don't succumb to blooming. Black levels are generally well rendered, but once again, heavy grain will creep in during these particular sequences. Shadow detail is on point with no instances of crush spotted. As for the enhancement to detail, the 4K resolution shows off that extra bit of texture very well. Close-ups have appreciable results, and mid-level shots exhibit beneficial gains too. American Gigolo on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1, a DTS 2.0 stereo, as well as a mono mix. Of the 3 audio tracks provided by Arrow, I chose to watch the film in its entirety with the DTS 5.1. In my experience, aside from music or beats of score, the surround speakers don't get much use, even in regard to general ambience. Much of the film is front-focused, and the overall track is presented clean with no source issues or blemishes. Dialogue through the center is problem-free and easy to understand. The front speakers do a good job in their own right and perfectly complement the center. Once again, not much as far as surround activity goes, but when the music hits, especially in the opening credits, it does offer a wider soundstage. The LFE is subtle and doesn't really get much use, but once again with music bringing it to life, even if ever so slightly. I also gave the Stereo 2.0 as well as the mono track their day in court, and both sounded equally impressive. Of the two, I favored the stereo track a little bit more. It felt fuller and more robust, but either way, purists I think will be no doubt pleased. There is a good amount of new extras offered from Arrow Video, with most taking the form of sit-down interviews with the filmmakers and some of the cast. Of particular interest is the interviews with director Paul Schrader, Bill Duke, and Hector Elizondo. There were some definite interesting tidbits I learned and anecdotes, which I believe if you're a fan of the film are certainly worth checking out. There's also a new audio commentary from film critic Adrian Martin included, as well as some deleted scenes and content that was made previously available on an earlier physical media release. All in all, the sit-down interviews from the various casts and filmmakers take about 90 minutes or so, and they're definitely worth it. For the picture quality, I'm going to give American Gigolo on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A-. Arrow Video's 4K transfer of the film is, to my eyes, certainly an upgrade over the previous Blu-ray from Paramount. While film grain can be heavier at times, the source is clean and the palette benefits from a satisfying Dolby Vision pass. Fans will no doubt want to check out this new 4K. For the audio, I scored it a B. The DTS 5.1 is nothing overly showy, but it's still a well-done audio mix overall. The addition of the mono and the 2.0 track are also there for more hardcore purists to enjoy, but no matter which choice you make, each mix is presented well. And for the extras, I gave them an A. Arrow Video once again brings fans some worthwhile bonus content, and each one offers something interesting in its own right. Even though it's not surprising that any new content with Richard Gere wasn't there, those who did participate bring some good stuff. So that is my review of American Gigolo on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Arrow Video. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct Amazon link in the comment section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.